Hello and welcome to In Time TV's On the Edge, Conversations in Emerging Medical Technologies. I'm Dr. Jonas Moses, and today we are going to be talking about cognitive skills development related to applied neuroscience. I do have two guests with me. They are Roger Stark, who's the founder and CEO of Brainware and Learning Enhancement Company. Roger brings LEC more than 25 years of proven business leadership in both consumer and business-to-business experience. It also spans operations management, integrated marketing, sales, finance, new media, video and film production, and product distribution. Roger has worked for companies such as Paramount Productions, Spectrum Merchandising, and Braun Design. He also founded Winkstar SPA Worldwide, an international interactive marketing company specializing in the creation and design of marketing programs, interactive CDs, web communications, and interactive events. He was instrumental in the new design launch of PC Magazine, Computer Shopper, and PC Sources for Ziff Davis Publishing. He supported product launches for Terraglyph Interactive Studios, including Steven Spielberg's first interactive new media game for Tiny Toons, Electronic Arts, Tiger Interactive, Namco Cyber Entertainment Incorporated. Roger's devoted the last 10 years to studying cognitive sciences and researching the learning enhancement marketplace. Welcome to our program, Roger.
Glad to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Also with me, Dr. Sarah Sawtelle, who is the Director of Scientific Affairs for LEC and Brainware. Sarah has more than 16 years' experience in education and technology, particularly in professional and academic training in the applied application of technology in office and educational settings. Prior to joining LEC, she was the instructional technology coordinator at the Culver Academies. She's also taught chemistry at Culver, and she previously taught chemistry at University of Memphis and St. Mary's College in Indiana.
Yes.
That's correct. Sarah has a PhD in chemistry from Boston College and is a member of the International Society of Technology and Education. Also, thank you very much for joining us, Sarah. Very happy to have both of you with us today. As I said when we were entering the show here, we are going to be talking about cognitive skills development and applied neuroscience. And when I first reviewed the materials that you had shared with me about your company and about the process that you use, I immediately thought of how this applies to my viewership, the folks who are doing medical sciences research, the clinicians who are applying what the researchers provide in the marketplace. And given that it happens that I'll share with you that I have a learning disability myself. I have auditory dyslexia, and it makes it difficult for me to read, and also makes it difficult for me to do complex mathematics. And so I know that I had to come up with my own set of skills that would enable me to meaningfully learn and absorb information and retain it. I think about populations other than school children, those people who learn normally, whatever that means, who are able to process information readily, but the populations more that have learning disabilities or problems with learning and retaining of information after injury, especially closed head injury and things like that, or disease processes, cancer, secondary to cancer treatment, and populations who are aging. So as seniors progress in years, we note that even in a normal population of seniors, memory changes are present. And I thought it would be very interesting to do a program with you talking about how your science, how your applied neuroscience product may benefit these populations. But I want to start off by talking a little bit about what it is that you do. So, Roger, first of all, tell us about your company. How did the company get its start?
How it really got its start is I was starting to sense my mortality, if you will. And I've retired now once, and as you called out, that's a pretty lengthy introduction. I got tired listening to you about myself. But what we did is we took products to market, and I reached a point in my life that I wanted to do something to make a difference. And it's funny when you bring something like that out on the table and you let everybody know I'm looking for something different that can really make an impact and have change the world potentially, the things that come to your desk. And lots of things came to my desk. But the seed of this product started with a gentleman a neuropsychologist named Dr. Hebb from McGill University out of Montreal. He wrote a book called The Organization of Behavior back in about 1949. And he talked about the pyramid of how one thinks, and as like the Maslow's pyramid of survival. And about if your underlying skills are not functioning at capacity, that will impede your ability for peak performance. Looking at this product and the things that they were doing, and they're working in clinics one-on-one with this product, and how they were able to change lives, whether it was brain injury or learning, but it had to do with challenges. People came to this process when they had nowhere else to go, and they came upon this approach, this methodology to work. So when I first took a look at it, it kind of captured my mind. And so what I did is I said, if we can take and build a sustainable economic model, and I would like to look and see if we could incorporate new media, animation, sound, and characters, so it'd be fun for people. You know, you've got to meet people where they are. And I said, if we could do that and maintain the integrity of the outcome and lower that price point, we could take it to critical mass. And that was the genesis. And so what we did, we got the best, what do I say, best practices.
And how long ago was this?
This was in 2001.
Okay.
2001. And it's the best practices of speech and language pathologists, clinical psychologists, occupational therapists, vision developmental people, auditory developmental people, and neurosciences. They have their best practices of when they work with the brain. And we try to capture those best practices and weave them together. And that's a very integrated approach in a very holistic manner.
All right. And over the course of the last almost 7 years then, you've developed a whole battery of products and processes.
Yeah, it took a long time to get it right because the technology wasn't quite where we had to have it, and from a technology perspective, and also getting those various disciplines to work together. That was a new thing for me. You take PhDs in one science and PhDs in another science, they kind of work in these silos. And you could be in a meeting and your PhDs in auditory development, her PhDs in vision development, and you start talking about vision. And she'll politely say, excuse me, Dr. Jonas, what is your PhD in again? That was astonishing for me. So it took us a while to get the scientific community to come together to work in a collaborative environment and realize they were working for something greater than self. Because no one science has the answer on how the brain works. If something's going on here, something's going on over here, you need all the sciences working together in an integrated fashion if you're going to have real impactful change in a short period of time. And that's why I call it the interactive ingredients. That's the magic of what we have to offer.
Okay. So, Sarah, what's the science behind this? Actually, I see that we're going to commercial break. I'm going to reiterate that question right after we come back. Okay. You're watching In Time TV, Conversations in Emerging Medical Technologies. I'm Dr. Jonas Moses. Stay with us.